Okay, hi everyone. So this video we're going to be making part one of the digital Sony alarm clock. Okay. So what I'm going to go through here will be very straightforward stuff first to get everybody started. So the first thing is in relation to SolidWorks, you might hear me saying things like control. Make sure you know where the control button is on your keyboard, CTRL. Space bar, make sure you know where the space bar is on your keyboard. That's the biggest white button towards the bottom. If I say click, that means normal left click on your mouse. If I say right click, then that means the right hand click on your mouse. And you cannot really make anything on SolidWorks unless you have a mouse. So if you're watching this video and you have no mouse at your laptop, you need to stop now, get a mouse for yourself, and then you can get started. Okay, so what we're going to start with is the main body of this clock. It's complicated. It's going to take more than one video. Maybe it'll all can be done in the one video, but there's a lot of cutouts and holes and things like that have to be done on the main body. So the first thing we're going to do is going to go to SolidWorks. Now, there's a couple of different options of SolidWorks. You have SolidWorks compressor, you have SolidWorks electrical, you have SolidWorks compressor fine. What we're looking for is just the normal SolidWorks. It might say 2015, it might say 2020, it might say 2019 like mine, but you need to find this on your desktop. Right click SolidWorks, go to open. Now, when SolidWorks opens, it usually opens up stuff that's happened, your most previous thing that you've been working on. So since we're starting a new part file, we won't be using any of the stuff that's there on the screen now. So we can just click the X here in the top right, and you need to get to this screen. BS SolidWorks. It might say 2015, it might say 2019, but it needs to look something like this. It won't be identical, but fairly close to this. Now, bring your mouse up. You don't need to click anything, just bring it over SolidWorks, then bring it over File, then bring it down to New, click the word New, click the word Part, click the word OK. And the screen will change on SolidWorks again. Now, before we get started doing anything on SolidWorks, the next thing we have to make sure is that we're in the correct settings. So the bottom right hand corner of your screen over here, you'll see MMGS. If it says anything else, so if it says MMGS, that's okay. If it says IPS, just click the up arrow and change it from IPS by clicking MMGS. And then you're ready to go. It must say MMGS, and you need to check that every single time. If it says anything else, you need to change it to MMGS. And I'll try and remind you in the videos to check that every time. Okay, so we're going to start with the Sony. The main part of this is actually just going to be a square, a box, so that's good news. So it starts off quite simple, and we're going to go to the top plane. I'm going to right click top plane. We're going to click sketch. I'm going to click the drop down arrow beside corner rectangle, and I'm going to pick center rectangle. I'm going to then bring my mouse over. I haven't clicked anything. It's now I normal click where the two arrows meet. Once I drag up and I'm making a square happen. I'm not clicking, I have not holding down the click, nothing like that in the mouse. I'm just dragging up anywhere I like, and I'm going to normal click again. I then go to smart dimension. I click this side here, and a random number will appear. And I want you to put that number in as 145. So drop that number anywhere you like outside the rectangle. Change that random number to 145 and click the green tick. Do the same then by clicking anywhere you like on that top line and change that random number also to 145. Click the green tick. So that's the main shape of the clock. We're then going to extrude it a total of 65. So we're going to go to the top left-hand corner. We're going to click the word features. We're going to go to extrude boss base. And we're going to leave all these settings, they're fine. It's just this number has to change. Delete out the number 10 by hitting backspace on your keyboard. And then type in 65. When you have that done, click the green tick once. Click it again to confirm. Okay. Now we need to round off all the four edges. So we're going to go to fillet. And again, We're going to change this number 10 here to 11. I want you to click this edge here anywhere you like. 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 And then again, click the green tick. Next thing we're going to do is round off the other edges. So we go back to fillet again, but it's not 11. We're changing it from the number 11 to, let me just double check the measurement here. We're changing it to 19. I'm going to click this edge here anywhere I like. And this is an opportunity now for me to explain how you move an object on SolidWorks. By pushing down the roller on your mouse like a button and moving your mouse left or right, you're able to move the object around. We'll click this edge here. Again, push down the roller like a button, move your mouse around. We get this edge here. And again, push down the roller on your mouse like a button. We get this edge here. Once you have all that done, we click the green tick. Now, next thing we have to do is you have to try and work out, well, I'm after moving this all around, which face is actually the front face, because we don't want to end up making this thing and it ends up being backwards. So if you just go up here to the top and go to the middle, this middle option, view orientation, just click the drop down arrow and just click this button here, isometric, and it'll spin around like so. I now know that this is the front face. That's what's very important. So make sure you go through that step. I'm going to pause now for just 2 seconds to give everybody a chance. If you need to rewind and try again, please do. I just need to get one measurement here off of my drawing. Okay. I'm going to right click anywhere I want in this face. I'm going to go to sketch. I'm going to hit the space bar. And I'm going to click normal 2. Now what I have to do now is I have to cut a slot in this that goes all the way through. That's going to be used for making up the 4 little legs that's on the object. So we're going to go to sketch here in the top. I'm going to click the drop down arrow beside this option here. It might say a different thing. Well, it's the very bottom left hand option. Click this drop down arrow here and we're going to click center point straight slot. I come over here and I click the origin of one place. I then go to the right, making sure that I pick up this flat line here. Anywhere I like, don't go too far. So anywhere you like, click once, then go up, click again. And that's now the start of the slot. And all we have to do now is put dimensions onto it. So I go to Smart Dimension, which is just up here. I click that top line anywhere I like, and a number will appear. Drop that number anywhere you want. And we're going to put that number in that it is a total of 80. So we change the random number to 80. And I click the green tick. Then the next thing we have to do is get the thickness of the slot to make sure it's the right measurement. And that thickness is going to be 26. So I click the top anywhere I like. I click the bottom anywhere I like. And I take this random number out to one side. I drop it anywhere you like. And I change it from that random number to 26. And I click the green tick. Okay. So the next thing to do then is to do a feature cut. Now I might change that number 80. It looks a little bit short. I just want to double check my measurement again here with the ruler. I'm sorry about that. 80 is actually incorrect. This is another opportunity for us to just show you what to do if the wrong number is there. If you double click the number 80, double click, and change that 80 by deleting it out and typing in 85 and clicking the green tick. Now it's correct. We go to features, we go to extruded cut. We change it from blind to true all. And then I click the green tick. Now if you push down the roller again on your mouse like a button and move your mouse left and right, you'll see now that we're after making this slot go all the way through, just like what the Sony clock has. We're going to repeat the process now, but on this face. So I'm going to right click this face, I'm going to go to sketch, I'm going to hit the space bar, I'm going to click normal 2. I'm going to go to sketch, I'm going to click the drop down arrow beside this button, the bottom left, I'm going to click center point straight slot. I'm going to go to the origin. I'm going to click here once, go right, make sure I pick up that flat line. Don't go too far. Click again, then drag down, click again. Then click the green tick. Then go to Smart Dimension. The top line, click it anywhere you like, drop down, change that random number to 85, click the green tick. Then click this top line anywhere you like, ignore the number, just keep it with you. Click the bottom number anywhere you like, the bottom line, sorry, and change that random number to 26. Then go to Features, Extrude a Cut, change it from blind to true all, click the green tick. And that now has the 4 legs made onto the underside of your clock. Now, move the clock around as you see it upside down, just like this. And we're going to have to put fillets in here as well. So go to Fillet, change that number 19 to 4, click this edge here, this edge, and then spin it around and click this edge. If by accident you click a face, like let's say for example I click that face there and this happened, and you're like, oh no, just come over to the left hand side and you'll see the word face there. Just click the word face and then on your keyboard click the word delete, not backspace now, delete, and it should remove it. And then when you have all them 4 edges clicked and you're happy, click the green tick. Now, again, we need to make sure we're looking at the front of the clock before we go any further. So I'm going to go up here again. I'm going to click View Orientation, drop down arrow, and I'm going to click the word isometric. It might say trimetric, it might say dimetric, it doesn't matter. Once it's one of them, and that'll spin it around that we have it looking at us straight in front. Now, the next thing that has to happen is there actually has to be a cut now put into the front for where there's a black shining part on the front of this where all the electronics and that fit in. So again, we're going to right click anywhere we like in this face. We're going to click Sketch. We're going to hit the space bar. We're going to click Normal 2. Now we're going to have to draw something a little bit tricky. It's not very tricky, it's just that we're going to be using line to do this. Go to Sketch, go to Line. This is line here. Pick up the middle, so you see a dot will appear here on the left hand bottom leg, that little orange dot. Click that anywhere you like. Drag your mouse out to make sure you're going vertical. Anywhere around here, click, then go to the right. Anywhere around here, click, and then come back down, but try and pick up that middle dot on this side as well. Your line might be crooked now, like mine is crooked, that's okay. So try and pick up that middle dot, click again. And then to stop drawing dots, push Escape. Stop drawing lines, just click Escape, ESC, top left hand button of your keyboard, turn it off. Click this crooked line, if it is crooked. Click this line anywhere you like, and over here pick the option vertical. Then click the green tick. That will straighten up that line. Now we have to put dimensions onto that line. So the dimensions for that, so we go to Smart Dimension. I click this line anywhere I like. I drag out that number. That number is 55. Click the green tick. I then go to Sketch Fillet, which is just here. I click Sketch Fillet. I change it from 10, I just need to check the measurement on that now, folks, to 15. I click that corner, make sure you pick the dot anywhere you like, and I click this dot anywhere I like, and I click the green tick. Nearly done. Click the green tick a second time to confirm. The next thing we're going to do is convert entities. Now, this is going to slow down your laptop slightly. When you click convert entities, your laptop might take a moment for it to react. So give it a chance. Don't be moving the mouse or pushing buttons when you click convert entities. It depends on the quality of your laptop. So I'm going to click convert entities. I'm going to click this little edge here at the bottom. It'll turn orange. I'm going to click this circle here and this circle here. So you have to move your mouse around to make sure you're picking them all up. This flat line here, come over. This bit of a circle here. This bit of a circle here, and this flat line here. When you have all of them picked up, just double check that it's all like that, then click the green tick. Then you're going to go to the scissors, which is trim. And just be careful, trim, make sure power trim is turned on. And when you hold down normal click on your mouse, you'll see you're able to draw this kind of a grey line. I want you to start anywhere up here and drag a grey line over this bit of line because it was too long. I needed to finish at that dot. I don't need it here. So it's gone from there now. And equally, it's gone from that side. And what should happen if you're using the same version of SolidWorks as me is that would all turn into a different kind of a darker grey like what just happened there, which means now it's ready to do whatever you want to do with it. Click the green tick. Go to Features. Go to Extruded Cut. Now, at the moment, we have a 65mm measurement, which is incorrect. We're going to delete that, and we're going to type in 15. And we're going to click the green tick. And we're going to click it again to confirm. Now, when you hold down your mouse and roll it around, you'll see that you're after making a cut into the front of the clock for where you have the display, where it says Sony and the radio controls and all that on it, which is going to be a separate part that we're going to make at a later date. Okay. Now, next thing to do is the top of the clock. So there's a few details on the top of the clock that has to happen. So anywhere I like on this face up here, I'm going to right click, I'm going to click Sketch, I'm going to hit the space bar, and I'm going to click Normal 2. We're going to go to Sketch, I'm going to draw a circle. So make sure you click the drop down arrow and make sure you pick Circle. I come to the origin, I'm going to draw a circle on out, drop down arrow, circle, come to the origin, click a dot, I'm going to draw one circle, one, I'm going to draw two, going to draw 3, I just need to count. That's it, 3 circles like that. All random, we're going to put measurements onto them now. So click the green tick once you have that done. Go to Smart Dimension, and the first circle that we drew, the outside one, that needs to be 111 to 113 millimeters. So I go to Smart Dimension, I click this here, and I change that random number to 113, and I click Enter. The next one, the one on the inside, it needs to be 89 millimeters. So I click this here, drag that number out anywhere I like, type in 89 millimeters. And then the very inside one, it needs to be 75 millimeters. So click that anywhere I like, drag that number out. You can even go out this side, doesn't matter, 75. Click the green tick. Then click the green tick on the left hand side. Now go to Features and go to Extruded Cut. Move this around that it's in 3D, something like this. Click this option here and click the inside option. But we're not going to go down 15 mil, we're only going to go down a total of 3 millimeters. So click 3, click the green tick once, click it again to confirm. Now, we'll do a little bit of work now just to round it off. So I'm going to go to Fillet, and we're going to change our fillet size from 4 down to 2. I'm going to click this edge here. I'm going to click this edge here. Oh, no, sorry, that's incorrect. So I'm going to just explain now. I clicked that edge there by accident, and that has to be a different size. So I clicked it again before I moved my mouse to undo my option. If that's gone totally wrong for you, just click the red X. You'll be out like this. Go back into Fillet. Make sure it says 2. Click this edge here. Click this edge here. Click the green tick. Now, go back into Fillet again. Change it from 2 to 1. Click this edge here. Spin your mouse around that's in 3D if you have to. Click this little edge here. This can be hard to pick up. Just like that. Click the green tick again. Now, at a later date, this is where all the buttons are going to go and all the controls are going to go for the alarm. We're going to do them at a later date in the video when the buttons and all that are made. So there's no need for that to be done now. This part here is where the big snooze button goes. It's in it. And again, that's a separate part to be made. That's not being done now. Okay. Now, next thing we have to do is on the back of the alarm clock, there is the speaker. There's a whole bunch of circles on the back of the alarm clock for the speaker. That's going to slow down your laptop when we're trying to do this. So again, you might find that when you're doing this, that your laptop has paused and it needs to update and it's trying to work it out. Give it a chance to do whatever it is it has to do. So I'm going to spin my clock around. I'm looking at the back. Anywhere I like here, I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to sketch. I'm going to hit the space bar. I'm going to click normal 2. Now, what we're going to do is go to the drop down arrow beside circle. I click circle. And I'm just going to pick one circle here, randomly up around there somewhere. We're going to get that circle the right size and in the right place. So I go to smart dimension. The size of that circle is 2. The distance from the top edge, that can be hard to pick up, but try and pick up that top edge into the middle of the circle. That is a total distance of 15. So drop that number anywhere you like. It's 15. And then again, from this edge into that circle there, that is a distance of 30. Then click the green tick. Now that's the first hole for the speaker in the right place. This is where things are going to slow down slightly with the computer, depending on how good your PC is. So again, give it a chance to do all these updates. I'm going to go to linear sketch pattern. I'm going to click the circle on the outside anywhere I like. And what you'll see happening is another circle will appear. The amount of circles I want is not 2. Based on my counting, the amount of circles that we need there is actually 18. So I type in the number 18. And anywhere you like, just inside here, just maybe even above that orange box or that blue box, just click once. And you'll see a whole bunch of circles going across your screen. Now, the option now is we have to change from 10 down to maybe 4. Click anywhere you like here. 4 is incorrect, so we're going to update that to maybe 6. Click anywhere you like here. 6 is too far. We'll try 5. 5 is perfect. And then click the green tick. When you have that done, then again go to linear sketch pattern. Now, this is where things will slow down. Everything here is fine, but I want you to change that from 2 to 1. Then I want you to click this here, the Y option. Change it from 1 to 5. Click anywhere you like here. They're going up, which is the wrong direction. So click the drop down option. Now they're going down. But the thing is, I need more than just one arc. So I'm going to go to this option here, and I've clicked where arc 1 was, and I'm going to zoom in on this, and I have to pick up that circle, that. So pick up all 18 circles going across. Make sure you don't click the middle by accident, make sure you click the outside of the circle. Again, if anything's going wrong, just stop. Rewind the video, try again. The undo button is just here to allow you to go back one step at a time, if you need to. Now, what's wrong there now is that these are set to 10. I have to change that from 10 to 3. Click anywhere I like here. 3 is incorrect, sorry folks. We'll try 5. 5 is perfect. Once you have that done, click the green tick. We now go to features, extruded cut. We leave it, you can leave it at 3 if you want, but I think 3 might be a bit skimpy, so we're going to leave out 3 and actually put in 10. And this is where things will slow down, so just give it a chance if it is gone slow. And then just click the green tick once, click the green tick again. And once that's done, it should be a lot faster once it's updated. So that's the speaker in place. The final step then is to put in the controls for the radio on the side. But again, I'm going to do that in a later video because there's a good bit of information for that. And also then, there's more information to go underneath where the battery goes in, the backup battery, and there is an air fan that goes in as well. And again, we're going to do that later because they're all separate parts that we're going to bring in and put onto the bottom. So for the moment, that's the main body of the first clock made. There will be more editing to happen to that later, but not for the moment. Now I'm going to go through how to save this. So I go to SolidWorks, File, Save As. I leave it as desktop, but I change it from being part 1 to being part 1 Sony clock video. Oh, sorry, Sony clock. That's what we want. So part 1, Sony clock, main body. Click the word desktop, click the word save. Once you have that done, you can X out of SolidWorks. Now, what I want to look at next now is actually putting this in a safe place. So here is your actual part that you just made. We're going to right click anywhere I like on the screen. We're going to go to new, we're going to go to folder. And you're going to rename this folder as being DCG 2022 2023. You're going to drag your part 1 Sony clock main body over and you're going to drop it into that folder. Now that is not enough, because if something happens to your laptop, that could get lost. So you're going to have to save that also onto a USB key by copy and pasting the folder onto a USB key. And also then, I would advise that you open up your email account and you attach that folder to an email and you send it to your own email, and then you have a copy on the cloud. Then if anything goes wrong with your laptop or anything goes wrong with your USB key, you've always got an electronic copy which can be opened. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully it works out for you. Take your time. There'll be another few videos going up with more parts. Okay, best of luck. Thanks.